Hi, Lead Bullets Live here. Before we go to the range today and do our test shoot with the M-206 from Rock Island Armory, I'd like to talk about a little bit more of the features on here. I did a micrometer test on the barrel, and it mics out to about 358. The cylinders, each cylinder was measured at 360, so it's excellent fit, so that when the bullet goes down the bore, it goes from 60 to 358 as it goes down the barrel. We're talking from land to land, actually. Okay, so took it apart last night, did a little work on the internals, polished everything up, re-oiled it, and so it's running like smooth again. As you can see, there's no bullets in the gun. But if you look at the, I'm gonna dry fire, but look at that. It's actually just so smooth on it. Okay, so let's talk about the ammunition we're going to use today. I have 5 loads we're going to use. Okay, from left to right, we have the RCBS 35 Remington 213 grain bullet with 3 grains of Alliant power pistol. Next is the Lyman 158 grain lead round nose with 3.8 grains of Alliant power pistol. Next we have the Lee 158 grain flat nose. Next we have the Lee 140 grain semi woodcutter, measures up to 147 grain. And next is the Lee 125 grain 358, measured out to 132 grain with 5 grains of Alliant power pistol. Okay, so this is our ammo lineup. Let's head down to the range and give these a test run at 25 yards. Alright, 6 rounds of 200 grain. Six grains of 158 grain round nose. Six rounds of 158 grain flat nose. Six grains of 132 grain Lee round nose, 5 grains of Alliant power pistol. All right, 200 grainers. 213 actually. Last two. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up, pack up, go home, and talk about today's shoot. Okay, so we're back, and let's get on with the evaluation. The this little M-206 had shot very high and just a bit to the left, but overall accuracy was pretty good, as I'll show you in a minute. And I had a few hang-ups at the end, a couple of lack of primer detonation on 2 rounds. That was my fault, my own hand loads, but then I put them back in the gun, they fired again. Okay, so the 200 grainers, they shot extremely well. I thought they grouped about the best. The 158, both the round nose and the flat points, shot fair. You know, just average, but they didn't outclass the 200 grainers. The 130 grain were very fast, but again, you know, they just didn't have the same accuracy as either the 158 or the 200. Now, I think a lot of it has to do with the powder charge that I use for the lighter bullets. I'm using power pistol for the heavier bullets, but I think the lower grain bullets would use a little bit of red dot, probably to increase that accuracy. And I think that's what I'm going to do on my next shoot. So I didn't bother shooting the 147 grain semi woodcutter. I figured it was pointless. You know, between the 132 and the 158 grain, it probably shot the same. But double action was smooth. Reloading was quick. The shells just fell right out. I didn't have to hit the ejector star. The shells just fell right out. You know, I did a good cleaning on this gun before I took it out to the range. Double action was smooth. I took it apart last night and smoothed out some of the contact surfaces on the hammer and trigger. But again, shot high and to the left just a bit. But as far as accuracy goes, it was extremely accurate, in my opinion. This gun here is not bad for a $200 or less than $300 gun. Adding the grips to it, it enhances the accuracy, the overall controllability of the pistol, and it makes it just more enjoyable to shoot. So let's get with the targets. All right, so here's the Lee 132 grain. You know, they probably look about the same as the 158s, but the problem was, you know, getting the gun to sight in was a task in itself. It wasn't that easy, you know. So I got a few there in the black. A lot of it went up high, low. You know, it was just all over the place. Now the 158 round nose, yeah, it's in the black for the most part. Average group. This is 25 yards, you know, and I'm shooting off a small plastic, or I'm sorry, rubber, like a rest. And this is about what I got out of the 158 grain round nose. Let's go with the next one with the flat points. Flat points did pretty good. A little stringing here, you know, but mostly in the black. But again, they probably fared about the same as the round nose. So, how did the 213 grain do? You tell me. A lot better. You know, this is a heavier bullet. It fired high to the left. Basically, the distance between the center and the point of aim was about close to 18 inches. You know, that's quite a high, you know, point of aim. So accuracy, though, was, as you see, is extremely well. So it is not a target pistol, folks. It's a gun designed for self-defense, and it does very well for that, in that matter, in that role. If you look inside, I don't know if you can see inside, but hardly any, just some smudging from powder residue. Nothing more. No leading. So my overall review on this pistol was extremely accurate, shooting high, double action was smooth, reloading and ejecting shells was extremely well. I would say it's maybe a 9 or 10 in my book. You know, I didn't even have to hit the star ejector. The shells just fell right out of into my hand. You know, and the rifling was extremely sharp in it. A muzzle crown. It's just a beautiful muzzle crown, and you can probably see the star inside of it. The star that shows the accuracy of the muzzle crown. So you know, wow. You got like a 5-point star on that side. I don't know if you can see it here. Get the light onto it. But anyways, I was quite impressed with the overall functionality of the handgun itself. Yes, I would recommend it for personal carry, self-defense. But there are other better revolvers out there. You know, this gun here would be a good backup piece. You know, good lockup. You know, it almost made me want to take this gun out and have it milled and have a higher sight put on it. I probably could do it, but again, it wasn't designed for that. But anyways, this is Lead Bullets for Life. Thanks for joining my channel today. Hope you liked what you saw. And I've been waiting for a long time to get this review done. As far as like shootability, it was extremely comfortable to shoot. My trigger finger didn't get tired at all, nor did it get sore. I didn't get any hammer bite like most people complain about. So I would rate this gun out of the 10, an 8, which is highly good in my book. So anyways, we'll see you at the next video. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll talk at you later.